Cassie Settles Lawsuit against Diddy, and Kimora Lee and others break their silence. Hello everyone. So, a lot's been happening in the world of pop culture, specifically involving Diddy, Cassie, and some pretty serious allegations. Let us break it down for you. First off, it seems like more and more people are speaking up about the situation. Kim Porter's best friend, Kimora Lee Simmons, who was closely involved with Kim and Russell Simmons back in the day, is sharing her insights. Now the NYPD is also chiming in to clear up a rumor that TMZ reported about an open criminal investigation into Diddy. There's also some old footage surfacing, including one where an ex-bodyguard claims that Kim Porter, who is Diddy's ex and sadly passed away, was physically abused by Diddy. The bodyguard says this abuse left a permanent scar on Diddy. It's a pretty heavy accusation. Now, Cassie, who used to be romantically linked with Diddy, has filed a massive $30 million lawsuit against him in federal court in New York City. In a recent collaboration with Grace Report and others, they dug into legal stuff to get answers to some burning questions. Aubrey OJ, who you might remember from back in the day, is also throwing in her 2 cents. She's showing support for Cassie and claims she's been warning people about Diddy. Aubrey spilled the beans in a podcast interview, revealing that Diddy's move to give artists back the rights to their music was just a tactic. Allegedly, it was a sneaky way to get them to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, promising not to badmouth him. And get this, according to Aubrey, some artists like Andrea and Dee Woods of Danity Kane didn't fall for it, but others like LaShawn did. Basically, it's a messy situation, and more people are coming out in support of Cassie, shedding light on what they believe are some shady moves by Diddy. So more tea is spilling, and this time Azealia Banks, known for her mix of clear points and, well, let's call it problematic stuff, is adding to the mix. Usually nobody gets into Azalea's world because it's like walking on eggshells, but this time she's talking about Cassie. Azealia went on her Instagram to spill some alleged beans about Diddy and Cassie. She highlighted an article headline that claims Cassie is suing Diddy for repeated physical abuse. Azealia boldly says, "This is true." According to her, there was a time when Diddy allegedly beat Cassie so badly that he sent her on a 3-week vacation to Hawaii. Why? So that no one would see or question the aftermath on her face. Now, since the news broke, there have been interviews popping up left and right. Past girlfriends and ex-employees, including a former bodyguard, are sharing stories about Kim Porter. Quick rewind. Kim Porter was Diddy's late ex, who had 2 kids with him. They had this on-again, off-again thing going on. It's like we're plunging into the archives of celebrity drama. The late Kim Porter seems to be at the center of a lot of these stories. Various folks are coming forward, painting a picture of what went down in the past. It's a lot to take in. Kim Porter, the late ex of Diddy, had a son named Quincy with Al B. Sure. Now the rumor mill is buzzing with whispers that Al B. Sure might have made some cryptic accusations concerning Diddy's potential involvement in Kim Porter's death. But let's not get too tangled up in the web of speculation. Al B. Sure is marking a year since he fell ill. Rewinding a bit, Diddy and Kim Porter had this on-again, off-again thing for quite a while. They also share a son, Quincy, who developed a close bond with Diddy, considering him as a father figure. Now, here's where the plot thickens. According to an ex-bodyguard, Diddy allegedly got physical with Kim Porter at one point. In an act of self-defense, Kim reportedly grabbed a corkscrew and inflicted a serious wound on Diddy's wrist, hitting a vital artery. Imagine the scene, a frantic rush to the hospital, drama and all. Zooming back to Kim Porter's mysterious death, there's been widespread skepticism about the official story. Enter Kimora Lee, Kim's best friend, who took Kim's twin daughters under her wing after Kim's passing. Kimora has a lengthy history having been married to Russell Simmons. Simmons himself has faced numerous controversies, with some even suggesting that he groomed Kimora Lee when they first crossed paths in high school. Adding more spice to the mix is a Wild Club incident from back in the day, where Diddy supposedly got aggressive with Kimora Lee. Talk about a complicated history. Fast forward to the present, and Kimora Lee is dropping enigmatic hints on Instagram. She posts, "As you sow, so shall you reap," with a heart emoji, leaving everyone in suspense about what she knows and what she's trying to convey. People are reading between the lines, especially in the wake of recent stories about Russell Simmons' alleged aggressive behavior towards his daughter. So Kimora Lee, Kim Porter's best friend, has been sharing some emotional stuff on her Instagram stories, particularly about Russell Simmons. Now, Kimora's been pretty tight-lipped about the whole situation. People are speculating whether she signed some non-disclosure agreement, NDA, due to her past connections with Russell Simmons and her involvement in the fashion world, particularly with Baby Phat. Now, here's where things take a darker turn. Kid Psy, in a court filing, spilled the tea that Diddy allegedly threatened her regarding his relationship with Cassie. He supposedly even threatened to blow up her car. And surprise, surprise, her car did blow up in her driveway. Then there's this TMZ report about an open investigation into a person named Sean Combs. Now, Diddy's legal name is Sean Combs, and there was some confusion. The NYPD is stepping in, saying there is no open investigation. It turns out that an NYPD public information officer gave the wrong info about an apparent active case filing with the name Shaw Combs. They're setting the record straight, saying no such investigation is happening right now. Our buddies over at the Neighborhood Talk got a hold of the full NYPD statement, and it says that the release of such info is not consistent with their policies. They take allegations seriously, urging victims to file reports for support and a thorough investigation. Now, there has been a recent collaboration with Grace Report, Lee Lin and Stephanie from Wine and Chill. Lee Lin dropped a bomb of a question. Is the NYPD throwing us off the scent? Could they be downplaying an active investigation to protect it from being compromised? It's like a detective story revealed in real time. Some of you are thinking, well, if the rumors about Diddy's influence are true, who's to say he doesn't have some sway in the NYPD? It's a valid point, and we're all on the edge of our seats waiting to see how this unfolds. Lee Lin also pointed out something crucial. In most cases like these, they rarely make it to the court. More often than not, they settle out of court. It doesn't mean Cassie's bravery in coming forward won't inspire others to share their stories. We're not covering every nitty-gritty detail here, but when Kimora Lee spoke up, we were like, she probably knows where the bodies are buried. The comment section is where the real juice happens, so let's keep this conversation going. Like the video, hit subscribe, and smack that notification bell so you're always in the loop.